Hey there, guys. So we have another Darwin's Rants, and I need you guys to recommend me some albums. I did have a lot of recommended albums last year, a lot of music recommended last year, especially when I was unemployed. So I was like driving around in Uber, and I still have, oh my God. This is so stressful because I just realized I have so much more music to listen to and help you so that's gonna happen at some point. I'm gonna take some time off and just like re-review all that stuff you guys offered me because I appreciate your help and I want to highlight the stuff that I actually did enjoy last year and the stuff I still haven't listened to and want to highlight. So cool. I'll post a video like thank you for recommending this music and you guys will see that. But it is 2025, and there is end of year, and this is important to me. How does it mean important to me? In the sense that music is, it's not a huge part of my life right now because I work obviously and listen to fantasy football podcasts and like beer podcasts and all that kind of other stuff. But I want to be relevant, and finding music that's relevant is always important to me. The day I stop listening to new music is the day I become that guy. The guy that's like, oh man, I want to listen to Bohemian Rhapsody on the freaking radio for the 300th. Sorry, not even that. Let's go with that. Like the 500th time of my life in the last how many years I've lived. Like I don't want to. I'm sorry, but and I grew up as a classic rock fan, actually, blues and classic rock, and then I got into the Black Keys, and then I got into indie music, and then Pitchfork and all that stuff. So that's where my perspective of music comes in. So I need recommendations. This year, Pitchfork actually produced their. So Pitchfork is, if you didn't know, indie music review website that I generally tend to respect. This year has been rough. I listened to a bunch of, or some of the music from the top albums, and it was not even like the deep through, and I need to dig into them more. But this year's album's number one is, I can't pronounce it, Los Thunataka. I think I want to say it. It's I can't read it right now, but it is a instrumental Chilean Andean electronic album of ish sorts, and it is very abstract. I hate to say things like this, but this easily has to be the worst album that Pitchfork has posted as number one. But that's my opinion. Some people love this music, and it's cool. It's evolutionary. Do you know what it reminds me of? For my first year of undergrad, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I took a bunch of film classes, and this reminds me of abstract film. It's just very, non-lyrical. It is very different music, and abstract film is pretty fun. It can be very different, but it's not your traditional. You can watch Jurassic Park. It is like scenes, it's just very different. So that's my opinion. Then again, this year the big hit has got to be Cameron Winter and Geese. This new guy with this heavy voice. He reminds me a little bit of Anyway, I'm not a big male voice guy. Never been a fan of Bob Dylan for that reason. I'm a female voice guy. It's just like almost all the music I overrate is female music. Then again, Fiona Apple's one a great artist, and she's literally my favorite artist of all time, Fiona Apple. So I'm a female voice guy. So he has a very distinct kind of like, how do I describe it? It's like low baritone, not quite Tom Waits, cleaner than that, but it is a voice. And so Geese is pretty fun. I've having me listen to the album all the way through multiple times, but what I've liked so far my pick has got to be Clipse. The Clipse album is amazing. The Clipse album, in my opinion, is better than Hell Hath No Fury, which Clipse Pitchfork put as actually number one. I think they put it as number one album that year. But anyway, Hell Hath No Fury from Clipse is considered one of the greatest hip hop albums last, I don't know when it came out, like 10, 20 years, whatever. Yeah, somewhere around there, 15 years, something like that. Considered one of the classics. I honestly think this album's even better. Just sharp production from Pharrell. The lyrics are way sharper, way more intense and thoughtful, and just it's a more cohesive album. As much as I'm a big fan of Clipse, Hell Hath No Fury would never been one of my favorite hip hop albums, but this album is fantastic. So and it's actually not being rated that high, so which is crazy in my mind. What else do I like this year? The Lily Allen album is actually really fun. If you don't know Lily Allen, she was married to the gentleman that is from Stranger Things, the older guy, the sheriff, and it is an album about their divorce, and she just goes hard on him. So I really need to revisit that album. The Bad Bunny album's really fun. If you're like a Bad Bunny, were playing the Super Bowl. The Wednesday album's fantastic. If you're into this kind of like grungy, shoegazy, indie rock thing. But yeah, I've been listening to a bunch of albums, and they're just like, whoa, music is pretty interesting these days. I'm like not into it, so, but I'm trying. And last year I had a great time. Last year, I think my favorite album was, yeah, I posted a video. Magdalene Bay was amazing. Kate Bollinger, the Lupe Fiasco album was fantastic. I'm missing something, but there's some great albums last year. And so I'm always interested to new music. Again, the day I stop listening to new music is, I love some of my classic music. You know, the like how about this? I'm a big fan of Coheed and Cambria, but guess what? They're still producing music. But I listen to some of that music that I listened back then. I'm like, man, it's so good. But guess what? Even then, that music is only still like 20 years old. You can't tell me you're just only listening to music from like, you know, the 1960s, 70s, 80s. Like, you know, like, bro, right? Like, you know. Again, I remember like one of I still remember like we were in middle school and our friends were listening to doo-wop. And like, you're listening to music from 50 years ago. But now we are listening to music from 50 years ago. Music's interesting. Again, thank you last year for all those comments. I need to find a night. You know what? Honestly, I can't promise you guys it'll happen this month. I'll probably find some time in January where I have downtime, and I'm like, because again, I literally from last year, again, I don't forget you guys. You guys posted comments, and I literally put every single artist into a spreadsheet. I was like, all right, all the stuff I have to listen to, and I try it out, and I just didn't get a chance to. Sort of forgot about it, but I will try to. But this year, I do want to find my favorite albums of the year. Find some time to listen to music. Posting your comments below. I will post a video at some point this year, or maybe in January, about my favorite albums of the year. That's my little hint about what I think about music this year, and that's really important to me because it's fun. It's fun. Music, fun. Cheers. Later.